Okay, let's get this show on the road. Alright, let's recap. So last time we were here, Raina, our main character, discovered that she was being chased by a implacable android killer because she has debts back at her old place, that's now the city of Nivalis. Meanwhile, she was drugged and captured by bad people. Her AI in the form of a dog, Camus, was disconnected from the power supply, automatic wireless power supply, but managed to get back to their hover car. However, that's when he ran out of power, so Control from Cloudpunk, which is the delivery service Rainier works for, managed to contact Hayes, who is someone who has definitely played bass guitar in a Soundgarden cover band, to come and do something. So that's where we are, I think, when we go continue game. So if I go switch to live, that works, and we can continue the game. I feel like the loading's slower than it was before. Probably just me. There we go. Reach the hover for help.
I do not have long.
So yeah,
I
we've gone
feel
back a bit.
Very slow. Hello? Hova Automata? Jen, can you come online and help me? One last time. Could some of the other subsystems help? We used to talk before I was a dog. Please. I need to get through to Miss Control. We are in trouble. I am in trouble. I am going to die. I am not ready. I am not ready to go. Please. I am afraid. Please.
Camus, is that you? What happened to Rania? Look, I need you out of that hover. You're gonna ruin everything.
Cloudpunk controller, why is that dog in the car? This isn't what we agreed.
What is happening?
I can't tell you, Camus. You just need to go back to the apartment with Rania. I have everything figured out, but you are not where you're supposed to be.
What are you trying to pull here? We had a deal.
And we still do. Just let the dog go and we can sort this out. It's just a mix-up, Koga.
Well, this hover belongs to me now. I don't need either of you. Deal or not, this conversation is over.
Wait. I am running low on power. Please, if I can charge from the Hova's main power cell, I can explain everything.
Camus, is Rania in trouble? Koga, let the dog charge from the hover.
No, that's not part of the deal. Better we lose the dog.
Wait,
I'm disconnecting the call and the hover. We're done here. All deals are off. You're both free to do whatever you want.
Free. I guess this is the end. I was just thinking how freedom is nothing but a chance.
Right, we should, switch to Hayes. Did go through this before, but I guess it didn't save.
I just think you're a fucking prick. That's all.
Okay,
Don't
we have
sugarcoat it,
Darbo.
Darbo. Tell me how it really is.
I don't know why I can
Yeah,
say
you're a
prick.
selfish fuck too. Anyone who has time to be depressed has too much time to think about themselves.
Hey, I admit I'm selfish, and maybe even a prick, but better people than me have genuine depression. It's a real thing.
Posting on the nest that you're struggling with your anxiety, going to therapy. Mindfulness, building a ladder, it's all indulgence. No one wants to spend their time helping their fellow man and android. If they did, they wouldn't have so much time for self-reflection. You know what self-reflection leads to?
Drinking the wiper fluid because you're out of booze again?
Self-pity. Nivalis is a city filled with people who say they just need one thing to be happy. Job security, freedom, money, love. But if they got it, they complain about how much their lives have changed.
If it's okay with you, I might avoid taking financial advice from a homeless drunk.
Hey, homeless is a state I'm in right now, not a label for who I am.
Ugly, mean old drunk suits you more?
It's closer to the truth. But what are you, Hayes?
A handsome, cheerful drunk.
Maybe some days, but today you're sourer than the milk out of a dead sump rat's tit.
That is an accurate, though disgusting metaphor.
Thank you,
You
Morphin.
still here?
I will not be leaving until I have made my arrest tomorrow morning.
See, I got plenty of reasons to be miserable tonight.
All self-inflicted, I'll bet.
Accurate. Again.
You drunk all my whiskey. At least cheer me up by telling me all the different ways you fucked up. Start with why you came back to Nivalis in the first place.
Well, it all started when... Hello, Hayes here, unless I owe you money, in which case, Hayes not here.
You owe everyone money.
Hey, it's the crone herself.
I hate that name. Call me anything else.
Jane, how the hell are you? Did you change your mind? Can I come back to work?
No.
Then why the fuck are you calling me?
I need a driver. Go pick up this Hava.
I don't know. Sounds to me like you want to give me my job back. Darbo, come with me. I've got something for you.
Take Darbo to your hover.
It's just
Okay.
one shift. Then we'll see. You want it or not?
I need the money, so yeah, I knew you'd call me back, Jane. You're still sweet on me. I can hear it in your voice.
Fuck you.
Must be pretty desperate to ask me for help. You put a big wager on beating Creddy again? How much is he ahead by?
I think it is highly unwise to goad her when just moments ago you were crying and telling me that all you need is your job back and everything will be okay again.
Yeah, well, my life has changed in the last 90 seconds and I reserve the right to complain about it. Keep up.
Where are we going? And can we slow down? When I sleep on the street, my legs take longer to wake up.
Keep up, you old bastard. I got a surprise for you. Hey, Jane, what happened to this driver?
You don't need to know.
Well, I'm helping you out, so I deserve some background info. They get caught up in a hivequake? Traffic accident? Did Carmenus finally end up in the ocean?
Yes, but that's not it. Look, just go, sit in the Hava, and wait for further instructions. Control out.
Bye-bye, Jane.
I'm not sure this is the right way. Probably close enough. I'll pick up some stuff on the way. Do you have the same inventory as Rania? It's an interesting thing.
Nivalis to Luna in only 4 hours. First-class luxury the whole way. Astrea's Colony Tours. We'll take you so close to the stars you'll feel like one.
Okay. Might have taken the long route, but it wasn't that much longer. Okay, now this way.
All right, you dragged me away from the best sleeping spot I had in weeks. For what?
For this?
This old Hova?
Yeah.
It's a junker.
Correction. It's your junker.
You giving me a Hova. What's the catch?
It's stolen. The repulsors are clogged with gray mold. It's perhaps the slowest vehicle in the whole city, including the bicycles. It smells like me.
And?
And that's it. Get in. I'll go pick up my new Cloudpunk Hava, and then you can keep this one.
I do not believe Cloudpunk is giving you the Hava. I think they are simply allowing you to use it for one shift.
Have some faith, Morpho. My luck is turning. You haven't seen me in action, and Control forgot how good I really am. The best underground delivery driver in the city.
That was true when you were the only underground delivery driver in the city.
Harsh.
I've always been a trendsetter.
Pick up your new hover. Okay. Right, let me get out of this. Stuck in this view?
So, you were telling me all about problems.
Controls. In vehicle. Cockpit view. V. Okay. Unlock camera is X. There we go.
Was I? I've kind of moved on. We're on the upswing here.
I maintain an accurate list of all the outstanding crises affecting the gambler, embezzler, hover thief, and substance abuser. Corpsec number 16HNJX, registered criminal Hayes. Despite a decided improvement in Mr. Hayes' temperament, the status of all these crises remain the same.
Let's hear him, Courtbot.
Currently, 17 individuals have threatened Hayes with death. I estimate 12 of these threats are genuine.
That ratio.
He has attempted to reinitiate contact with 3 ex-partners.
Any luck?
What do you think?
He has intimated that a high-profile crime boss plans has put a bounty on his head. And if he does not pay off his debt by sunrise, his body will be fed into a hydraulic trash press.
Live like trash, die like trash.
Darbo, did I ever tell you you're my best friend?
Keep talking, Courtbot.
I am unaware of where Hayes was before tonight, or why he returned to the city. But by morning, he will be arrested by me and charged to the fullest extent of corporate law.
If I survive that long.
It's a good job you have the bot around to keep track of all the people who want you dead.
I write it all down, too.
The Book of Grudges?
Carry it with me all the time.
Courtbot in it?
We'll see. I left a blank space for him.
You put your own name in there?
Stick to drinking and swearing, Darbo. Psychoanalysis does not suit you.
Okay, here we go.
So, this is it? You're back with Cloudpunk just like nothing happened?
Looks like it.
Why are you giving me this hover? It's a bad move. I'll just wreck it. Sell it for booze. Get drunk, forget where I parked it, and I don't know. This is a mistake, Hayes.
I would also like to know why you are giving him your vehicle. You have many outstanding debts, and this hover could be put towards paying some of them. The people you owe money to.
Sometimes you don't realize what you don't want till you've got it.
Highly irregular.
Nah, Courtbot, commonplace. You see a homeless black man being given a free hover in Nivalis every day.
You won't squander it, Darbo. You're not as much of a fuck-up as you think you are.
Well, thanks. Thank you, Hayes.
See you around, old man.
Hey, before you go, I got one piece of advice for you that you won't like, but you should hear.
Go on, then.
Run away.
Do not follow this advice.
I'm serious. Just go. Go anywhere. Sometimes it feels like you're the center of the universe when people are chasing you. But the trails go cold, people move on. All you gotta do is run. Before you know it, you're not the main character anymore. Someone else is, and everyone else who is chasing you will barely remember your name.
I tend to stick around in people's memories for a long time.
I'm gonna tell you something that will change your life, Hayes.
Ready for my mind to be blown over here?
There's no difference between memories and stories.
Beep. Right. Get on your car with the dog in it.
Wow, this thing is amazing. What is that smell, though?
Soap.
Set up real nice, too. They lowered the base, shaved the steering column, paddles for quick shifts. Almost no give in the repulsor pedals. Real speedster owned this Hava before me.
It is highly probable that they were retired in a traffic accident.
How could they have died in a traffic accident? Morpho, we're in their Hava.
That is true.
Using your acute detective skills, where do you think they left the ignition key?
In the ignition?
No, the seat's still warm. Feels like we're boosting this. I could tear the dash panel and bypass the... Sometimes I forget your corpsec.
If you care to admit how many Havas you have boosted, I can add them to your record.
Would never consider it, officer. Almost, officer.
There is a dog in the back seat.
A dog? Weird.
An android. He is off the grid for some reason. His battery is almost completely drained.
Yeah, we all got problems. Hey, I found the ignition key. Let's take this thing for a ride. Really, open her up.
I think he is dead.
Poor fella. We should go get another drink, too. I'm sobering up here. I just gotta adjust this seat first.
I could plug him into the main Hava power. It would prevent his memories and personality being erased.
What? Oh, sure, why not? I don't think my karma can handle letting a dog die.
Okay, he is connected. I think it's too late, though.
Well, we did everything we could. Let's roll.
Wait, something is wrong.
Stop being such a downer. We're finally catching a break.
Hayes, please consider. Could this be a trap?
No. And what do you care if it is? You want me caught.
By corpsec, and arrested by me personally. But you have many other enemies.
Okay, Captain Caution. You may have a point.
I have not yet attained the rank of captain. And my name is Morpho.
This fucking guy.
What are you doing? You are not using the ignition.
Right. I've got jank on a data drive. I'm replacing this Hava's automata.
Without paying for an automata upgrade? This is an illegal hack. You are doing an illegal hack. I am watching you do the hack right now. I can see the hacking. I am adding this to your record.
Cool.
Go ahead. Jank, I've rooted this thing. You got access to the firmware? Who owns this Hava?
Oh yeah! New Hova owner registered in it, good sire. Remote access enabled for the max load to Curzona senior recruiter Koga Bind.
Son of a bitch. Koga's still mad at me, huh? This isn't a Cloudpunk Hava at all.
I do not understand.
Jane set me up, sold me out to Curzona.
You have avoided their trap. This is a relief. So you will leave the Hava behind and we will make our escape?
Hell no. Jank, you can override the Curzona control, right? But make it invisible, understand?
That's a roger, roger.
Give me a nav point for Cloudpunk HQ and leave a channel open for Koga.
back.
I bet he'll want to talk.
Oh, finally not dawdling alarm on this thing. Bounce off the other charges. Like that.
Hayes, good to speak with you again. How have you been?
Great. Just great. Really missed you, old pal. You recruited anyone good recently?
I had my eye on someone, but I passed him up to have this reunion with you instead.
You passed him up? Oh, I hope that was the best move, old buddy.
I'm confident it was.
Confident? Really? Good. Good. Glad I'm worth the cost you paid.
Right, we're doing
You
now.
don't sound worried.
The damnedest thing, Koga. I'm not worried. Not at all. Isn't that weird?
You'll be wondering why your hover is being routed straight to Curzona HQ right now. Let me explain. Your old buddy, Control, sold you out. You must have pissed Jane off pretty badly. I wonder if you finally learned that screwing over all your friends will eventually catch up with you.
I haven't learned a thing.
You messed up, Hayes. When we get you back at HQ, we'll be going over that contract you broke with us. Line by line.
Can't wait.
You really are an infuriating man. It's like you don't even care.
Parking,
my father used to say that some
parking.
people are solutions looking for problems. But you're worse than that. You're a problem looking for more problems.
And my father used to say, don't take criticism from people you wouldn't accept advice from.
This call is over. At Curzona HQ, we'll settle this.
I don't think so, buddy. You see, you didn't reckon with my new sidekick, Morpho. He's the greatest detective in Navalis, and he pegged your trap as soon as we got in the Hava. We hacked the navigation system and routed the firmware. This is my Hava now. So I don't think I'll be seeing you at Curzona HQ anytime soon.
Nope.
What in Cora's name are you talking about? Are you drunk?
Yep.
He is drunk.
Ah, don't worry, Koga. I know you're getting on in years, but you'll figure it out.
Why must you antagonize him? Why must you antagonize everyone?
It is his way. But it doesn't matter. This is just delaying the inevitable.
See you later, buddy. Thanks for the Hava. Jank cut him off before his old heart gives out.
I'll see you in...
Okay, kind of weird. I didn't realise it had changed nav point on me. Okay, we're down here anyway. See, unregistered illness. That's pretty on the nose for the days. Missed everybody. That's good. Okay, here we go. Missed that. Come, Morpho. Let us go here.
Why did we come to Cloudpunk HQ? You could have just called control from your Hava.
Just keep quiet and don't draw attention to yourself. They don't like corp bots around this district. Jank, get me control on the comm now.
Calm ringtone noises in your ear.
Thank you, Jane.
My comm says this is Haste calling. Hopefully someone just mugged and killed him.
Hey, Jane. How you been, you old crone?
Motherfucker, how do you keep not dying?
You're relieved. Just a little. I can hear it in your voice.
Fine. You dodged Koga, for now. Give me back the Hava and disappear, and I won't ever talk to you again.
I have a counteroffer. I keep the Hava, you give me the shift you offered me, and I help you beat Creddy. Which I will, of course. Then you give me a contract at Cloudpunk again.
No, no, no.
Is that a maybe?
She said no. Thrice.
You better disappear. I'm serious, Hayes. Look, for what it's worth, I'm sorry. Koga is a son of a bitch, and I don't want to give anyone up to him. Even you. But I was desperate, and you were asking for it.
This is the worst apology ever. You agree, right, Morpho?
Yes, it is a low-quality apology.
Who is that? You know what? I don't care. Hayes, just run. Scram. The gangers, Curzona, I'll just tell them all I don't know where you went.
I'm outside. I'm coming up for coffee.
What? No! Fuck no! You idiot, Hayes! You fucking idiot!
Buzz me up. Or I can wait for someone to let me in if you prefer. I wonder who I'll meet at the door. No matter who it is, I know they'll be surprised to see me. Hey, do you still have that old coffee machine in the staff room? The one that sounded like a Vink tube when you turned it on?
Just get the hell away from Cloudpunk HQ, and then we'll talk, okay?
Leave the area. Okay. Putting it in the car or what? Guess we'll do it in the car.
Fasten
guy feel welcome. You really stuck your neck out for someone, didn't you? And screwed me over in the process. And now you don't want the diamonds upstairs to find out what you've been up to. Collaborating with Curzona, giving up this high-spec Hava, those are pretty risky moves.
You know me. Born to gamble. Can we cut through all the rat shit?
Sure, I've had my fun.
I sold you out for a friend. I can give you some jobs. I mean, fuck, I need a driver right now. Not just to be cruddy, to make my quota for the night. You know what they do to a controller who doesn't make their tally?
Sure I know. I made the rules.
Right. Well, I got 3 jobs. 3 of the worst jobs you could ask for. You shouldn't be thanking me for these. These are clients no one else wants.
Hook me up.
Fine, but you ain't keeping that Hava.
I can turn right around and come back, you know.
I can't let you have it, officially. But if it was lost...
If what was lost? I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
It was the Hava. She was talking about the Hava.
Thank you,
Okay, I got
Captain
the first
Obvious.
job for you. Sending a nav point. And if anyone asks, your name is Barry, you're new, and you're just covering 1 job for the night.
What shall my undercover identity be?
Oh, the incredibly quiet droid who keeps his head down.
Is there anything else I need to know about this pseudonym?
Just shut up. This goes for both of you. If you want to help me out here, just please, both of you, shut up.
Can do, boss. But can you tell us about these 3 impossible jobs first?
Just the first one. Dead drop from some android. Wants a driver to pick up a set of instructions and then collect all his belongings from multiple locations. More details will be provided with the package. Control out.
She is warming up to me.
I am not sure that is true.
Let's go get our package first. Guess what, Morpho? You're a delivery driver now. Or a delivery driver's assistant, at least.
I am not your assistant.
Partners, then. Hey, Morpho. Welcome to Cloudpunk.
Alright, where are we going? We're going around the building, I guess. Ooh, hold that. Close and hope to have portals, so... Yes, we will go a bit. Parking. Yeah, parking here should work. Grab the thing that's over here. Do we need to pick it up? Oop, not that. Where are we going? 5, 4, 8, 7, 6. Ah,
There's nothing here. No one home. Place looks like it's been fucking deserted for months.
Need you swear so much?
yes.
Abso-fucking-lutely. You know, you're allowed to swear even if you're a fucking corp bot.
I prefer not to. It is unseemly.
Come on, try it. It feels good. You can even call me a shithead if you like.
I prefer to save it for when I really mean it. And perhaps you should check the mailbox.
Hey, Morpho, I may never say this again, so listen close. Good fucking job. There's a comm here with a note taped to the side.
What does the note say?
Weird. It says they found the tape, but did they have the smarts to chase the white rabbit all the way down its hole?
My detective instincts module indicates this may be a clue. There is an 80% chance that this message is a riddle.
I don't think it's that complicated, Morpho. Let's play the message in the Hava.
The dame found the tape, or at least I hoped it
Oh,
was
that's
the
neat.
dame.
Nope.
What is a dame?
Quiet.
She was 1 in a million, but if she had posh to I don't believe in happy endings, but if there was a way to build a better future for those two, I'd make it out of hopes and dreams and hard graft. I'd have to be smart, though. This was a high-stakes game, and if I rolled the dice, I'd have to know in advance I was gonna come up lucky sevens. The problem was, every time I closed my eyes, the game played out the same. Snake eyes burning into my mind like two hot coals on bare skin.
Please translate for me, as I have no idea what he is saying.
Me neither, Morpho. Maybe we should have listened to Jane. This job seems like a hassle already.
At the end of the day, it didn't matter if the dame got the message or some other schmo picked it up. As long as they worked for Cloudpunk and could follow some simple instructions, they'd make it through the night. If not, Rubric would smash out their teeth and kill them for mumbling.
Foolish android. I have no teeth.
First stop was back at the epicenter of the small explosion that scattered my body all across the neighborhood. I'd met my fate in the Hollows, in a little district that was once called Robot Hack Falls. Maybe the dame was wondering how I recorded a message after I was dead. I had to dispel any hope before it took root. Rumors of my demise were entirely accurate. I was deader than disco.
Explosion? I guess this really is a dead drop.
I hope he stays dead.
Ooh, bit harsh, Corbett. I'm no fan of the law, but a PI with a screw loose? That appeals.
Of course you respect the delusional android who speaks from the grave about being... a detective while mocking the real law enforcement android sitting right next to you.
For someone who hates me, you sure do want my approval.
I do not hate you. Indeed, I have developed a grudging admiration for your total lack of morality and low-level animal cunning. And, of course, your ability to imbibe huge quantities of mind-altering substances while continuing to operate with moderate ability.
What do you think of this android detective, then? I mean, what do you think we're gonna find in the spot where he exploded?
I have observed that when people know death is imminent, there are two main desires that manifest.
They think about all the people they should have had sex with and all the parties they shouldn't have left early?
No. They want to tell their loved ones that everything will be okay without them. Or they seek revenge on those who wronged them.
When I finally go out, I hope I'm so high I don't even notice.
Were I a gambler like you, I would take that bet.
Hey, Cosmo. Welcome in. Ah, that's repairs. You haven't missed all that much, fortunately. I think Twitch has been turning down. Is planning to turn off its version 5 API, and I think that's affecting a lot of things. I know Zach had an issue yesterday where whenever he did a shout out, it just said API error. But they're switching it off for a few hours each day. I think just so people will realise that it's broken and... Yeeks. I just fixed you. Will realise it's broken and then update their stuff. It's going off permanently, I think, 28th of February. So, I don't know. If you're running Me 6, probably best to check. Okay, we're going down here, aren't we? Check with them what's going on. I mean, it may just be something else, I guess, but... I'll find a link and show you later. Dark again. Nope, can't go that way. Oh wait, where are we going now? Hey, we're back. Ah, that way. Ugh. So, I don't know, were you here for the last one? I can catch you up if you would. And what's happened so far today. I've gone past it, haven't I? Yeah, so, Rania discovered she was being chased by an implacable killing android for debts. She was sold out to a bigger delivery service, but managed to avoid talking to them. Oh, damn. But then was drugged and captured. Camus, the dog, the AI as a dog, was depowered. Currently he's in the back of this car, and we're playing as Hayes, who's the long-haired ex-member of a grunge band. And we've got Morpho.
Let's play the rest of the message and see what we're supposed to do next.
They needed to find the remains of my logical induction chip. It was made of nanoscale carbide, so it would survive any blast. The only problem was finding it in the hollows would be like spotting a needle in a needle stack. That place was a technology graveyard, and one more tombstone wouldn't be easy to find.
I do not understand. We need to find an induction chip, but also a needle, and they are in a grave with a tombstone?
Just the chip, Morpho. You think you can help me out?
Yep.
Yes. I have a visual processing mode which allows me to find and filter items based on the...
Blah, blah, blah. Just find the induction chip thingy, please.
Yeah. So Camus got to the car. He talked to Control, but Control contacted Hayes to come over. So, as I say, Camus is apparently back in there, plugged into the power now, but Morpho thinks it was too late. But we've been sent off to... Remember Huxley from the first game? The android who thought he was a a gumshoe. So we're now on a trail of bits of him, apparently. I don't know what I'm doing. Find Huxley's induction chip. Can't talk to Morpho. Oh, there
Here
we
it
go.
is. What do you make of it?
This form of chip can be considered a kind of black box for an android.
So it will tell us what happened to him?
No, this particular chip is from a low-quality batch, limited in storage and subject to degradation. At most, it might provide some fragmentary data storage, but I would not count on its accuracy.
You really sure you want to join CorpSec, Morpho?
Please cease your attempts to wriggle free from the repercussions of your actions. I will arrest you in the morning. Nothing can change that.
Blah, blah, but seriously, just think about it. You could be a detective like this Huxley dude. You could help people, or at least try. You really believe all that corporate PR bullshit?
Successful corporations engender successful societies. I have no time for the anarchists who believe corporations should have fewer rights than regular people.
You really are bought into the bullshit then. You don't just like the shiny uniform?
I am not averse to the uniform.
I fucking knew it!
Not currently. They tend to not be very good for uploading.
I guess by now the dame had found the chip, but that was the easy part. I was about to send her into the lion's den with nothing but her wits and a handful of half-truth to keep her safe. Thankfully, the dame had the brains and the chutzpah to pull this off.
Chutzpah.
And if it all went south and she had to run, no one was quicker in all of Nivalis.
Almost no one.
You are enjoying this.
I gotta admit, I'm on the hook now. Let's see where this lion's den is, whatever that means.
Next stop, I needed them to talk to the gangers in Gallows Row.
Uh-oh.
That
Okay.
neighborhood was rougher than my grandma's top lip the day after she shaved. Anyone going in there had better be tough, street smart, and ready to roll with the punches. If they didn't convince the gangers down in the row that they were the big dogs, those punches would come with bullets attached.
He was very rude to his own grandmother.
I think she's metaphorical.
I didn't know metaphors could have grandchildren.
I'm more worried about the punches with bullets attached, however that works.
Fist guns, a formidable new development in criminal weapons technology.
Yeah, they're heavily armed down there.
You are smiling. You are amused. Why are you amused?
Let me play the rest of the message.
They had to find a ganger called Gregory Vassal, or Switchblade Greg. As his enemies called him. He
Okay.
had no friends on account of how he'd slit the throats of anyone who didn't laugh at his jokes. And he was no comedian. This was the pivotal part of the whole plan. If the dame got cold feet now, I wouldn't hold it against her. But if she pushed just a little further, Switchblade Greg had the illicit tools needed to decrypt my logic chip. And once she got that info, the mob who iced me were finished.
We should heed his warning and desist. Criminals are dangerous.
Remind me what your potential career is again, Mr. Criminals Are Dangerous?
I will be ready to face the most feared street bosses in Nivalis when I have an adequate CorpSec partner to accompany me.
Right enough. I've heard of this Switchblade Greg. Nothing good. We should be careful. When we meet him, do as... I say, okay?
stay on the speedy roads. Row indeed. And go this way then. Okay. Over here maybe?
Now, as you know, I'm not exactly the cautious type.
I am aware.
However, in this case, I'll make an exception. This ganger, I remember him. Former bodyguard for Lomo, a real nutcase. He lost his enforcing gig for enforcing a bit too hard. To be clear, this guy was too extreme for Lomo. So when we meet him, you have to be less you. You could get us killed, especially if they make you as corpsec.
I have reservations about this whole arrangement.
You want to be a kick-ass corpsec agent, right? Unafraid of gangers, streetwise. So you have to learn how to do that. It'll take practice. Now's your chance.
Is this the right time to practice? Is it wise for me to accompany you?
Sure, because if they decide to kill just one of us, my odds of survival are pretty awful if I'm the only one there.
How do I convince them I am streetwise?
Just sound serious. Try not to be so corpish. Every time you're about to say something, just add a fuck to the end and say it with half as many words as you usually use.
Affirmative.
And when you talk, I'll be right there. Don't worry, if you're in trouble, I'll bail you out. You stand in front and I'll whisper if I think you need to say something specific or tell you if you're fucking up really badly. Got it?
Yes. This is a good plan.
This is not a good plan. Okay. Here. Talk to the gangers. Somewhere around. Ah, I see faces. Switchblade Greg, there he is.
Who the fuck are you?
Am I to talk for us?
Yes. Remember, make him think you're the kind of android he should fear.
I am the kind of android you should fear.
The hell you say?
You can't just say it, make him think it.
How?
Tell him you're not to be fucked with.
I am not to be fudged with.
Oh, fucked. You have to swear.
You malfunctioning or something? You gotta have a faulty CPU to come at me like that. You know who I am?
You are Switchblade Greg, the criminal enforcer and feared ganger.
You hear that, lads? Feared, huh? Damn straight. Now please tell me why I shouldn't tear out your fucking optics, you fucking corp bot.
This is going badly. Maybe we can start over, Mr. Switchblade. Allow me to introduce myself.
Remember, more fucks.
What's your name, corp bot? I'll need it for your obit.
My name is not important, and this is my colleague, Barry. I am engaged in a variety of illegal and immoral activities that would contravene many logical and well-constructed corpsec laws, which fulfill the social contract while allowing the free and unrestrained flow of capital and thus business. You fuck.
You better explain all those fancy words, you fuck.
50% less words.
I am doing crimes. I break reasonable and fair corpsec laws often. Fucker.
Stop calling him a fucker.
Hey, How about you
It's
tell
a
me your
voxel,
little tub?
voxel world,
Stop
Cosmo.
hiding behind your crazy fucking bucket here.
Hayes, you might have heard of me.
Nope.
Look, he's obviously crazy. No one who knows who you are or is thinking straight would talk to you like that.
Yeah?
But we're also obviously not narky either, right? I mean, I'm as high as fuck and he's insane. Look at my eyes, man.
I see it. Got the red lines. You're a juice head.
Just a taste here and there.
He is a drug addict.
We just want you to hack a logical induction chip. No questions, good pay.
Show me. Hey, I can hack this. You let me keep it, I won't even ask for limbs. I send you the info when I crack it. Give me your comm deets and I'll call you.
We want the chip back.
Not really an option for you. I call you, I keep this, now fuck off.
I would like to clear up a misunderstanding. I am not malfunctioning. I am simply...
Shut up and let's go.
Right. You worked with a voxel editor back in the day
Jane, you there?
when you coded
That
units
dead drop
for
job is
Red
on
Alert
hold.
2,
Want us to
Yuri's
move on to the
Revenge.
next job?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Is
sending
that
in
for a
that
mod, or
point
are you
now,
actually
driver
working
13.
for,
You were driver 13?
Yeah,
oh, I forgot the name of the company.
I have no further comment.
3 impossible jobs, huh? Down to 2 already.
2.5. You didn't finish the first one yet.
So what do we got next?
I'm patching you through direct to the client.
All right. Taking a while. Did you start drinking vodka and lime juice again and forget how to use the comm, Jane?
This particular call is a little trickier than normal, Hayes. The client is in orbit.
Orbit? The S&M Club?
No, the place above the clouds.
Wow, I've never met anyone off Terra before. Should I put on a fresh shirt? How will I...
Stop babbling. Connecting broad spectrum call to your Hava now.
Hello? This is Laser Broadcast Sail Array Designation 436 Delta, signing on. Am I speaking to Earth? Is that the central government?
The Central... No, definitely not.
Has civilization collapsed again?
No, maybe. I'm Hayes. I deliver packages.
You know, the first time I woke up, I spoke to the President of the Earth Federation. The second time, it was a senior vizier of the Confederation of Humanity. Then later, maybe the 20th time, the person who responded wanted to trade me 4 axe heads for access to the breedable females.
The air a little thin up there in space? Last time I hit rock bottom, I got my kicks from oxygen deprivation. You get a buzz, but you don't make much sense.
You are still at rock bottom.
The air up here is fine. A good deal better than yours, I'd wager. I'll explain when you pick up the package.
EA Games. No, I mean the actual developer, not the publisher. Let me look it up. Westwood, that was it. Yeah, the Westwood Studios. Now, I think I remember.
Smarter, stronger. Find the real you. Corwin Bionics.
Yeah. I actually I visited Westwood Studios in LA once. I used to work for this this website that covered MMO games, and they asked people from it to come out and play their MMO game they were developing called Earth and Beyond, to sort of and then write about it for the websites. They actually flew us out. I was living in New York at the time. They flew us out over to Las Vegas. Put us up in the Hard Rock Hotel for a night. And then we played the game the next day. And then we flew back. Quite fun. It was hellishly expensive. I guess that's why they were with EA at the time. Yeah. I mean, it's very much a whirlwind visit to Las Vegas, and I've never been back again. I mean, when you walk out of into the airport departure lounge, no, arrivals lounge, and it's full of slot machines, it's just a weird sight. And the hotel was the same. But we didn't really have time to even try it, even if I wanted to. They were just like, here, yeah, we arrived. Tomorrow you're gonna be driven out to the studio where you'll play the game, and then once you're done, we'll take you back to the airport and fly you home. Yeah, it's fun times working for that site. We also went to E3 before it was like more of a public thing. We got to do interviews with a lot of the MMO developers at the time. Okay, where are we going to park then? There is park. Ouch. Parking up. Ew. It was a good time. It's a pity I couldn't get paid for it. They were trying to pay me, but my visa in the US didn't let me get paid by anybody other than my main company, so I had to do it all for free. And pay my own way. Where are we going here? Yeah, there's a lot of preservation of old games is an interesting thing. I mean, you're not really supposed to like emulate stuff and things. Don't see a way around here. Okay, we'll pick that thing up on the floor over here. I've actually got a box in my cupboard of old Spectrum and Amiga games that I once tried to give to a computer museum, but they didn't really have any easy way of me getting it to them. And we've even got the Spectrum and the Amiga in there still. It worked last time I tried them. It's very difficult to plug a Spectrum into a modern TV though. Is there not anything similar? There you go, payload.
Hi, Space Lady. I got your package. It was just left in an alleyway.
That's where my apartment used to be.
So, what is it?
Are you supposed to ask clients what's in their package?
Yeah, it's one of our rules.
It's my houseplants.
You want me to water them, or...?
No. They've been frozen too long. A bit like me. I want them dumped in the water system of Nivalis. Maybe some frozen seed will sprout to life again. After that, I've got some more affairs I need your help with. I can't really take care of things up here.
I have an inquiry to make. Did you say you were frozen?
Sure was, little robot Earthling.
What was the
And I will be again
plot
in
of
just
Transport Tycoon?
under 4 hours. They defrost me once every century.
You are very old then.
So old you wouldn't be able to understand me if my comm wasn't routed through a real-time translation algo. Another reason that defrosting me cost the Corp precious resource cycles.
What are you doing in space?
Looking out the window.
Ah,
What's it like?
Beautiful. Exposed.
nothing springs to mind of that
The stars
type,
are
but I'm
cold
sure there's
and
something on
distant,
Steam
and they
similar.
go on forever.
You just look around? The corpse must have you up there for some shady reason, spying on dissidents or beaming mind control rays into our head.
I'm the one and only crew member of the Laser Broadcast Sail Array Designation 436 Delta. Using photon recycling, my satellite array pushes a light sail through space with
transport
laser
fever.
propulsion. You can't do it on Earth. Too much interference.
But you're not on the light sail.
Nope. I guess I'm a bit like a port, but a port that fires a laser beam that pushes a space sail ship through the galaxy.
How far has the spaceship gone?
Far enough to discover alien life.
You are shitting me. Really?
Yep. Or so they told me 800 years ago. Apparently we weren't worth their attention.
Ooh,
Haven't heard much about it since. It's hard to keep up with current events when you're only awake one day in every 36,000. Is that the right number? I've never been great at maths.
Is maths not a prerequisite for an astronaut?
I guess. Who knows, robot dude? I'm pretty tired.
What's it like, being frozen in cryostasis?
It's alright. Before I left Earth, I thought each time I woke it would feel like I was picking up right where I left off. But that's not how it works. The boredom leaches in, even when you're unconscious. I think I just kinda exist now. Maybe I should be angry. Confused. Ready to come home. But all I am is glad I'm not down there. Especially when I, no offense, talk to someone like you.
Fair.
wow, a lot of world building going on there. What's this? Your favourite shoot 'em up was Unreal Tournament Game of the Year edition in the year 2000-ish. Okay. I played Unreal Tournament. I'm not really good at shoot 'em ups. Where are we going now? Throw the package into the water. Transport fever looks like what my dad showed me a few years ago and looked complicated. Ah. Yeah, the multiplayer stuff I was never good at for shoot 'em ups. Okay, that is just a dead end. Pick up. Okay, cars here. You're really good at FIFA against the computer. Yeah. My car is here. Right. Find some. Can I get through there? Yes. Oop. Bang me roof. If you were losing, you'd swap teams and make them score a bunch of own goals. Oh dear. And Cosmo says he liked Call of Duty from COD 4 to Modern Warfare 3, now it's just pay to win. Yeah. They've really sort of milked those now, haven't they? Even FIFA's pay to win, basically, now. All of the Ultimate Team stuff. I knew someone, I worked with them for a while, who worked on one of the earlier FIFA games, I remember. And he was saying when they started the work on the version he was on, they were given the code for EA's hockey game, and they had to adapt that into the football game. It's been a long time back then. Yeah, it costs a fair bit these days. And then you're supposed to, as I say, you've got to buy all the loot boxes on top of it to get a good team. To throw this stuff into the water. Yeah, they've got to throw out whoever got relegated the season before. Same with the Formula 1 game, basically. Oh, right, we're over there. Can we get the first bay? I think we can. I missed it. Can't dock them. Probably shouldn't anyway. Throw package into the water.
Hey, Sala, I threw your plants and stuff in the ocean. What now?
I sent you another nav point. Your HQ.
You must know a ton about history and stuff, right? With you being so ancient?
I guess so.
Do you both need a copy, or can
No,
you play
not really.
it?
Just making conversation. You must be lonely. Me and Morpho will keep you company.
I could tell you about the revolution. How it went wrong. How the governance of Earth Coalition promised the world with their new city, Nivalis. Then built it on lies, stolen money, and the bodies of poor workers.
Ugh, drag. What's your favorite food up there in space?
Just after the automata defrost me from cryostasis, I have this pea puree and mango tea with amphetamines. Really invigorating. When you haven't eaten for 100 years, everything tastes great, to be honest.
I feel like this conversation is squandering an opportunity to learn insights from someone in space with generations of lost knowledge. Should our questions not be more profound?
So, do you jerk off in space?
Sure, yeah. It's not that different. In Zero G, when your hands are busy, you gotta make sure you don't bump your head. Trust me on that.
You spoke before about civilizations rising and falling.
Can you still edit the teams yourself so you could keep up to date?
But there are still corporations paying for you to be in space? Funding you and supporting your expedition? This makes no sense.
Makes no sense to me either, robot. It is
Oh,
what
that's
it is.
cheeky.
I think some rich family wants to know what's really out
Surely
there.
there's probably an editor hack
Through
for
the
it out somewhere.
generations, they just keep this whole project going. I think they're called Astris or something. Like I said, my head gets foggy.
I find it fascinating that in the fair and competitive markets of Nivalis, a company can maintain their cutting-edge success over thousands of years.
Yeah, Morpho, it really is a wonder how the rich stay rich.
Right, off to the left. Which is the way out of here. Yep. Oh, Wither, you spendthrift. Right, but it's FIFA 2021 you want. If you want to play against Cosmo. Yeah. Jesus, the cops. We're a bit low on fuel, but that's repair, so we'll probably find there. There we go. All right, that's an interesting thing. Network play, where you can play against somebody within another game. Payload.
Hey, I got the next package, Sala. Where we going?
I sent you a nav point. The package is some flowers for Mom's grave.
Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
She's been dead for a long time, Hayes. But thanks.
So this is a big day for you, right? One day every 100 years, you gotta make it special. Fill it with good stuff.
You mean other than checking and recalibrating the trajectories on a blad of laser propulsion?
Yeah, that's right. Other than that.
Well, I already had my pee paste. I had a shower. Cleaned cryogel gunk out of every orifice. I did some stretches. Did my calibrations, then radioed the moon station. Then I had some spare clock cycles to spend on calm time back to Earth. So I asked for some errands to be run. And here we are.
Can you listen to some music?
Sure, but it's all empty. Written by people.
Glad I was here to facilitate this.
Dead about other people who are also long dead. Doesn't feel relevant.
Read the news?
Set myself up for another depression session? No way. Is there any of the
Fuel?
rainforest left at all?
The what?
Shit. What about you, Hayes? What's your perfect day?
Oh, shit. Let me think.
Just so you know, ma'am, Hayes is currently smoking drugs.
I guess that. Come on, Earth Dude, tell me about your best day. I'm not gonna tell anyone else, so be honest.
Best day.
Garen again?
Well, I remember the day after I lost all my money on one bad poker hand. It was the same day Jenna dumped me. I figured, hey, if I win against Glidale, she's gotta come back to me.
Glidale? Some big shot gambler?
The biggest. I was on a hot streak, though. I mean, damn it, I couldn't fucking lose.
Until you did. And please, swear less.
Right. Well, the details don't matter now, I guess. Anyway, I woke up in a beat-up apartment. Hungover, covered in bruises, taste of blood in my mouth, and not a single limb in my pocket.
I know things do not go well for you, but I worry that this was your best day.
It was, though. I had nothing. Fucking nothing. Nothing left to lose. It was like the peace of being dead. But I could still smoke and drink and misbehave. It felt amazing. I lay there on those soiled sheets, a breeze blowing across my bare body, the rain beating down against the glass, the winds rattling the window. There was this steady thump, thump from the nightclub below. My neighbors were fucking or killing each other. Either way, they kept screaming. The air smelled of ozone and smoke and spilled vodka. Just then, when I started to feel like my soul was drifting away from my body completely, my hand, hanging out of the end of the bed, brushed against something.
A body?
No, a bag from the night before. There was a bottle of black wine, a pack of smokes, half a vial of juice, and a fresh kebab from the night before.
Sounds like heaven, Hayes.
I swear I didn't buy that stuff. It was sent by the universe to save me, to get through that day. My best day.
Well, yes, that's it for him. Now we need to go this way.
Nevalis to Luna in only 4 hours. First-class luxury the whole way. Astrea's Colony Tours. We'll take you so close to the stars you'll feel like...
Down. No. Thank you. Come on, Morpho. She's buried in the middle of a road.
So, I got the flowers to the stacks. Where do you want them? Did you want to say some words for your mom or something?
Sure. Stay dead, bitch.
Whoa!
If you met her, you'd say the same thing.
If you hated her, why the flowers?
She was still my mom.
Right. So, just put them on the ground?
Yeah. Or on a bench or something. You still have benches on Earth?
1 or 2. Got any more jobs for me?
Just a request.
Anything.
Make the most of your day. Every day. You don't get that many.
I believe this to be bad advice. Hayes does not need to live in the moment. He seems very happy reveling in his own bad habits.
Does he? I don't think so, robot. Hayes, listen to me. The only currency we have is time. Time and imagination creates purpose. Find some purpose.
Have you found your purpose, Sala?
I'm working on it.
Hey, I did have a question about history.
Make it quick. My cycles are almost spent.
Is this the end? I mean, it feels like the end down here on the streets. No one gives a fuck about anyone else. The planet's ruined, the city's sinking into the ocean, the cultists all seem pretty sure we're doomed, and none of us will be saved. At least that's what's written on their signs. We're finished, right?
Everyone thinks they live at the end of history, Hayes. Tonight won't be the end of our story, but any night could be the end of yours. Look after yourself.
See you in 100 years, Sala.
Sure. See you then, Hayes. This is Laser Broadcast Sail Array Designation 436 Delta. Signing off.
Okay. Come on, Morpho.
I need a favor, Driver 13.
Anything for you, Jane.
Pick up my niece and help her out. She's stranded.
Sure. Does this count as one of those 3 impossible jobs?
No, but it is mandatory, and I will pay you just like it's a regular delivery.
You can count on me, boss.
Oh, this dead end. Why do they make these go into dead ends? Right, back in the car. Pick up Polly. Ooh, to the right. Yeah, well, they're, I don't know, flying cars, I guess. That's... See, windy where you are at the moment? We had a few gusts earlier. Seems to quieten down now. Supposedly a big lot coming in on Friday, though. Oops. Who put that there? $70 to 90 miles per hour. Yeah, hopefully. Won't do much damage. Check a left here. Okay, maybe that wasn't so good as the left. Games these days don't have much of the old magic. I mean, still people trying. A lot of it's, you know, the FIFA stuff is endlessly recycling the same game over and over again, just renaming it with a different number. AAA stuff. It's because it makes money and it's easy, I guess. You see, they finally released a working version of Cyberpunk 2077. Oops. Yeah, that's true. That's another nasty thing they do. Going down this way. have been the wrong place to go. Yeah, we need to be over that side. What that says. Oops. That's where we want to be. That P wasn't that much help. Maybe this P over here. Yeah. Missed. Okay, we're further away, but maybe we can walk there. Yep, there's this little thing. Ooh, discovered a new area. Polyviolence. Okay, good name.
Hey, old dude! You my knight in shining hover?
Hop in.
I wasn't trying to park.
Old dude.
I mean, for sure, hot old dude. Loving that grey hair. Real silver fox vibe you got going on there.
I like your guitar.
Everyone does. I barely get a minnie's piece on the street without some slack jaw telling me he likes my guitar and asking me to come back to his and play his flute.
You mean?
It's the tits. I got good tits.
I guess. I mean, so you're Jane's niece.
Sure am. You might know me as Screaming Polly from the Deep Slices, or Howling Polly Genocide from the Spit and Swallows.
I'm not really up on my guitar bands.
Come on, I need to get to the gig fast. Let's go, Silver Fox.
I'm gonna get you there nice and safe. And slow. Otherwise, control will kill me.
I got smokes I could share. Strong like.
Sure, I can pick up the pace. Where you headed?
Kinbaku Kitten Club. My group is opening for some old man band called Too Many Cooks Spoil the Orgy.
Hey, I know them. The percussionist headbutted me for kissing his sister. Bought me a drink afterwards. Cool guy.
Mm-hmm. This hover is fucking gross, by the way. What's your deal? Silver Fox? What's with all the boxes?
What do we need?
Was that where your robot friend? Why can't you afford air freshener?
Ooh,
You're welcome to walk.
I'm just dinging you. We can have a smoke and make the air smell better. Or master smell, at least.
Light me up.
So, like I said, what's your deal, Pops?
Smooth. My deal? Can't you guess from the packages? I drive deliveries. Or I used to.
If you deliver packages, why do you still have so many?
I didn't say I was good at it.
Ha! I like you. My daddy's your age. No way he smokes with me. I'm probably not gonna fuck you? That chill?
Just the smoke is fine for me, thanks.
So the robot?
I am Cadet Morpho.
A fucking sacco in your hover, for honest? What in core are you doing, Fox? This fucking robot is one of them.
Not yet. Not till tomorrow. He's still in training.
He'll be one of them soon enough. Yo, sacco. Fuck you and your whole system. You hear? You're cancer.
Hey, Morpho's all right. I mean, kinda. He grows on you.
Aye, aye. Like I said, cancer grows on you too.
Never mind him. Give me another drag of that.
Wait, minor adjustment to the plan. We're going to the Synwave now. Change of venue.
Why are we changing direction?
Kimbaku Club says we trashed the joint too bad last time. We're gonna go to a proper underground place now. It doesn't even have a name. Hey, Pops. How's the smoke?
It's really good. Where'd you get it?
Our lead singer, Sala Grex. She grows it with these big fucking UV lamps. Makes the plants think they see in the sun, then they grow big, and the chems in them get strong.
This smoke is highly questionable.
You should try smoking sometime, Seko. You can't really appreciate the rhythms of the city's music without manually adjusting your consciousness.
If I am smoking, it is because my internal circuitry has failed, and I do not want to appreciate the rhythms of the city.
We all move to our own beat, Seko. Even if yours is some fascist military march.
Hey, pothead. Yes. Find a garage. Okay, we'll do that.
What's your beat, Polly?
Being into heavy vocal, an ethereal lo-fi witch hop recently.
I haven't heard of those. In fact, I barely understand what you're talking about half the time. But I like the smoke.
Hayes likes everyone who gives him narcotics.
Nah, I pretend to. But Polly here, she's all right. For real.
You're right too, Fox. I think. Hang on, getting a message.
Your band looking for you?
Fatherfucker! No, they just kicked me out of the band. Replaced me with Lucy Lovelace. That vanilla ass, prudy, frozen face bitch. She can't even play guitar. Plays the fucking viola.
No one likes viola.
Right. Take me to the Double Up Club instead.
This is very aggravating. Will we keep changing destinations all night?
Chill
Yes,
out,
probably.
Seko. Damn. If it would cool your circuits, I'd show you my tits. But you don't care about that, do you?
No.
I don't think she's taking advantage of anyone.
Of course you don't. I've known a million guys like Hayes. Old men love to hang out with young, hot women like me. It strikes their ego. They think they've got a chance now because they have money and a hover and a shitty apartment. All the things they didn't have when they were 19. And they still think that all that stuff is like a cheat code to get what they want from girls. All the barriers to dating a girl like me are gone now, but the problem is, they're still boys. The posters on the bedroom walls are replaced with cheap art prints of album covers and instruments. Don't know how to play. No offense.
Hayes has no money, and this Hova is semi-stolen.
I can't believe he's still single.
Who says I'm single?
I don't know, just every single thing about you.
Is this why you were thrown out of the band?
Mine failing honesty? Probably. Went into the open market, Double Up instead. I've got some free association spoken word poetry I'm ready to share with Novellis.
I predict it will contain profanity.
Too fucking right.
Want to practice on us first?
Please, no.
Relax, Seko. Hang on, getting another call?
You want me to...
Shh. Lucy! Why are you calling me, you fucking spout-faced, tight-lipped piece of fucking...
Oh, we're there.
Oh, really? In 5 minutes? I don't know. You all kind of fucked me there. But no hards, I guess. Close. Maybe. I'll think about it, okay? Well, why don't you just get on stage and wait and see if I turn up? Bye.
So, they needed you after all.
They sure did. They said it was all just a misunderstanding. I tell you what, Pops. Why don't you tell me what I should do?
What do you mean?
Bust out on my own or stick with a band? You're cool. You're old and wise and shit. You choose.
He is old. I think you should go back to your bandmates. Loyalty is important.
What do you think, Jank?
Fly, free lone wolf, and touch Elysium.
Right. You really want me to choose, Polly?
Yes, please, Daddy.
I am experiencing great displeasure.
What does the chat think? Drive Polly to her band, or drive Polly to the Synwave nightclub, which is apparently next to where we already are. Nightclub? Is Cosmo still there?
Subretinal VR that directly interacts with your nervous system. Only Universal Resort VR.
The band kicked her out and then immediately invited her back in. I don't think they're very all that stable. Couple more seconds before we make a choice then. Right, nightclub it is.
I guess replacing that bitch Lucy Lovelace is worth getting back with the old band.
Petty revenge. The only thing that really motivates anyone.
That and getting laid.
And food. The basic human with its basic urges.
Well, wish me luck. Maybe I'll see you around, Fox.
Hope to see your new single on the vids.
If you do, it means we sold out.
Nothing wrong with selling out if you get what you want. Just make sure you get it.
Okay, Dad. See you after school.
Bye, Polly.
Okay. Grab a thing to pick up. And then what do? Go back to the car? I do just like how it dumps you at the entrance and then
Are you experiencing heartache?
you can walk all the way back to the
Apathy,
car.
vaguely defined and weak? Then check out this season's best-selling emotional immunization, Immune 1.
Got another package for you, 13.
What's so tough about this one?
It's for the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar.
Doesn't sound so tough.
They're about to lose their jazz license. You have to get the package to them before Sec busts the place.
Damn, on my way.
Do you think about what the space woman said? About finding a purpose?
Is that what she said? I thought she told me to seize the day.
I have no doubt that is what you heard. She told you that you should find more to do with your life than vice. After you clear your debts and serve time in CorpSec prison, you should try to achieve something meaningful.
CorpSec prison. You know you never get out right. They just make you a wage slave till you die.
CorpSec will find productive work for you when I arrest you.
Yeah. What about you, Morpho? What's your purpose?
CorpSec.
You sure you're making the right choice?
I have seen no other life that appeals to me.
I hope you find one by morning.
Yep. I hope he does. Right. I'll crash into you. Oh, right here. Down. Let's go get their jazz license to these people.
Got a ring-a-ding on the line.
Put him through.
Hey, I decrypted that message. You ready to receive the data?
Greg, I got a level with you. When I saw those tattoos on your teeth, I was pretty sure you were just gonna rip me off and never call me back.
You want it or not?
Sure, fire away.
It's a list of names. Altus Atrius, Sutodore, Oldzik, Sasha Kozon, Sarinam, Mati Ati, Rubric, Mr. A.
A big list of names? Can you send it in a data file?
I can flash it up on our display, but the info is marked as volatile. Shouldn't be saved on digital storage or CorpSec will track it.
Sure, flash it up on my display. I have a photographic memory.
Really?
hope we find out what Polyvalence ends up doing after we leave her at the club.
He does not have a photographic memory.
On your screen now. You still got that core part with you.
I don't know who you mean.
Right. Well, if you see him, tell him that next time he steps foot in my neighborhood, he's gonna learn what we do to undercover corp bots. It involves acid bats and pneumatic drills.
I'll be sure he gets the message.
Right, what's that? Yeah. Ugh. I shouldn't have looked at the screen to read at that point. It was unfortunate. Right, we need to... yeah, we can park over there somewhere. There we go.
Crap, we can't leave.
If
What?
CorpSec are about to raid this bar, they won't be letting anyone out. Control warned you about this.
I can't afford to get stuck here. Let's see if we can talk our way out of this.
Imagine meeting a guy like you in a place like this.
Hey, Molly. What do you mean? This is a nice place.
Imagine meeting a guy like you in a place like this.
I missed you too. Waterboarded any rich old men recently?
The night is young.
Waterboarding requires a permit.
Not when it's consensual.
Correct. Just like whipping, breath play, and being called a naughty, naughty little boy.
Hey, does client dominatrix confidentiality mean nothing to you?
Not when you skip the bill.
The activities you listed mark you out as a torturer and/or interrogator. Do you have a contract with CorpSec for such services?
A few, but not in the way you think. Hayes, where did you get the bot? He's fresher than the vents.
He's gonna arrest me in the morning.
Fair. So, you getting one last drink at the Chew before it closes for good?
I'd hoped to get out quick. Now I'm stuck inside. At least I'm stuck here with a friendly face.
CorpSec will raid any minute. Last orders. They'll never let this place stay open.
What if the band just knocked it off with the jazz?
You tried talking to these old-timers? Oh, they're less flexible than you in a hog tie.
Molly!
Sorry for embarrassing you in front of your cool new friend, Hayes. I tell you what, I love this place. If you can find a way to keep it open, I'll stop telling the world what's on your itemized bill. I'll even call off your debt. Deal?
Maybe buy me a drink first?
Don't push your luck, boy. No freebies of any kind.
All right, I'll go talk to them.
How can we keep the bar open? Molly seems doubtful we can save it. The robots here are very stubborn.
Just leave it to me, Dorco. I'll turn on the charm.
The old charm. Right, thing to pick up over here. Yep. Where are we? Where is the band? Talk to the jazz band. Oh, up here? Yeah. Ah, there we are.
So I had this idea how you guys could help this place stay in business.
Is your idea that we just stop playing jazz?
Simple but effective.
You got a loose grip on the situation, my friend. We have to keep playing. It's in our contract, and if we break that, we get decommissioned.
Just play something that's not jazz.
How?
I don't know, I'm no expert. Just play less jazzily.
Nope. No idea what you're talking about.
The instruments are not. Hello, what's going on? Scott Evans! Cheered 100, thank you very much for those 100 bits. I feel like that thing was off-centered. Never mind. I'll fix it some other time. Let's see if we talk to one of the other ones. Can we talk to the keyboarder?
Hey, me and my buddy Dorko were trying to figure out a way to save you guys.
Scabba-dibba-doo, hop-bop-a-dooba-doo.
Are you scatting?
That's a rat-a-tat-a-doobly-doo.
You should meet Jank. A conversation between you both would be very insightful.
I think that's the sassiest thing you've ever said, Morpho.
Scuba, pong, hip hop, hoobity hoo.
Right, better leave this guy to his koobly boobly keyboards.
So, Scott, how you doing? We're trying to persuade the jazz players not to play jazz.
So, the saxophone, huh? I can play the saxophone.
Not this one. This one is mine.
Okay, buddy. I was just trying to figure out a way we can keep this place open.
I really shouldn't be speaking to you. I need to change the spit valve before we can start playing again.
You need to change the spit valve, but you're...
What?
Never mind.
Can't talk to the violins player. Can't talk to the bass player. No, talk to the drummer.
So, you think you could play something poppy instead? I mean, some basic 4/4 stuff without all the, swing?
No dice, Skip. I gotta stay true to the beats in my head. You gotta feel it, you know? If you ain't feeling it, you ain't really playing music. You're just making sounds.
Can't you just make sounds for a while, though? Just till this corpsec business blows over?
No sirree. No more than you could quit breathing.
I can hold my breath for a minute, maybe 2.
Well, good for you, Skip. I can't hold back the beats.
Is the weather costing you money? Okay, we talk to the jazz band. Talk to the bass player now.
You got a singer already? I can front a band, no problem.
Probable lies detected.
Well, I sing and play bass. But to be honest, my heart is not in it. I just want to...
Yeah? Go on, you can tell me, buddy.
I just want to dance. It's what I do best. I hate bass. It's just guitar for people who don't like attention. I like attention. I want to move my
that
body.
won't be a bad one.
Live your dream, buddy. You should dance.
To jazz?
To whatever. And I'll take the vocals. Trust me, man, I can build hype. I got a set of pipes. Don't leave me on the bench.
You should definitely leave him on the bench.
Shut up, Morpho. Okay, can I... Nope. Talk to everyone.
Hey, so you play...
Viola.
Oh!
Are all the jokes about violas true?
What jokes?
Switch to live.
What's the difference between a viola and a vacuum cleaner?
You have to plug a vacuum cleaner in before it sucks.
So you have heard the jokes.
Yeah, that's a
Sorry
good
about
one.
that. Don't know what happened there. I must have said the switch to the other screen thing, and it thought I did. Yeah, certain things. Depends if they work. I think we have badum-tsh may work. Well, that may be broken at this point. I forget. But I can do switch to BRB.
Atlas Privacy Solutions offers the best in camera-defying subdermal face obfuscation technology.
Switch to live.
Janice, get your business.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. Talk to Molly. Okay. Let me get down here.
Did you get anywhere?
I was thinking maybe I could be in a band, I have the swagger, the voice, the talent, the physique.
See, I said he was in a band.
Remember, I've seen you naked, Hayes. Don't see many lead singers with pot bellies these days.
Don't body shame me.
Oh, I think your pot is adorable, but music is an industry built on image, just like mine. Rubber is not flattering on the figure.
Oh, come on, Molly. Let's run away and get married. We can get drunk and fat and old together.
Let's just see if we can avoid getting arrested tonight and go from there. What did the band say?
They won't stop playing jazz. It's something about a contract.
They don't all have to play at the same time.
Yeah, but the music can't stop, and they won't play anything but jazz.
What components make up jazz? I will look this information up on the nets.
Is your friend okay? He seems to have frozen.
I apologize for the delay. I was searching for definitions of jazz, and opinions vary.
Sounds like a waste of time.
Negative, as jazz is composed of characteristic rhythmic patterns, harmonics associated with, but not necessarily identical to, functioning harmonies and the performance of improvised elements. We may be able to adjust the performance so that it no longer qualifies as jazz.
Cool.
How?
I believe at least 3 musicians must play for the music to continue. Were you to select the least jazz-like elements of the musical composition, perhaps when Corpsec hear that, they will reconsider their conclusions.
I think he's onto something, Hayes. If you tell just 3 of them to play, maybe we can create some kind of music which doesn't quite qualify as jazz. Corpsec might hear it and think they've made a mistake.
But who should play?
You're the musical expert. Just go and talk to the 3 robots who will create the least jazzy music together.
And the bassist, so I can take over as the singer.
Your call. Just don't get carried away, Hayes, okay?
Okay, now is the time to choose. Speak to the 3 musicians who you think will create music least like jazz together. If Corpsec hears something that is not jazz, perhaps we can avoid disaster.
So, who would be the least jazzy music? Guys, the viola player. Viola's not very jazzy. Sax is pretty jazzy. Keyboards is pretty jazzy. Bass probably is. Any advice? Okay. No advice. Which of these 6 musicians would be the least jazzy combo? I'm thinking probably viola player, trombone player, and one of the others. No one can tell what jazz is anyway. Yeah, I'm thinking viola. Alright, that's 2 votes for viola.
Hey, listen, we want just a few of you to play, okay?
Excuse me?
You need a viola solo?
No,
Yeah,
God no. But let's just have you and 2 more playing. Hey, what do you call someone who hangs around with musicians?
A viola player. Of course.
Gosh. The trombone is the other one, I think. And then one more. Yeah, I know what a viola is. But who else? We need 3. Trombone is not very jazzy. I feel sax is more jazzy. I didn't have a spoon player. You see, what you see is what you get. I don't believe the trombone can be funky.
So, we have a plan.
You're not gonna ask me to play disco music, are you?
You don't like disco? I love disco.
Disco is filled with nothing. Only warm primordial blackness.
Gotcha. Not a fan. Well, play what you feel, but not the whole band. Sounds good?
I don't get it, but sure thing, boss.
Okay, one more. I mean, there's going to be some jazziness in it. Let's go with the drummer.
We're going to play something a bit more pared back. You good with that?
Sure. As long as it's got swing.
Not too much swing.
You're the boss. I assume, because you seem pretty confident anyway.
Hey, you're going to do great. Let's do this thing.
Return to Molly. Okay.
Interesting selection. Do you think this is going to work?
Sure. When's the sec going to bust this place?
See you, Cosmo.
Well, they've locked us all inside. I'm
Have a good
guessing they'll
snooze.
bust us as soon as they hear jazz and have their evidence.
Nah, they'll hear my new composition and let us go. I'm sure of it.
Are you confident that this composition will not sound like jazz?
Sure. 100%.
I didn't pick the piano player. Why is he playing?
Alone among the spires and the sea, though blizzards cold and rain on me, the lone wolf rules all above, and the fox hides far below.
What happens if we fail then?
100 years uprising stalls, revolution cold and faded sighs. Who carries flames for those who died? Who buries broken, shattered pride? Yeah.
Alright. Not sure what we're doing now.
This is the CorpSec Jazz Enforcement Unit.
Oh, damn.
Unlicensed jazz has been detected in this establishment. This venue is now closed. All patrons, please consider this an informal warning. The Blue Chewy Bar is now CorpSec property.
Informal, oh yeah!
Oh, you are pathetic.
Hey, free verbal abuse, nice.
An informal warning. This is a disaster. I am ruined.
Keep your metal pants on. They're not taking names. We should go, though.
Don't call me anytime soon, Hayes.
Yeesh, the music critics are harsh tonight. Later, Malls. Let's hit the road, Dorco. This place is old news.
Well, I don't know whether you can save it. Maybe you can play again.
Well, that was a rush.
I have a newfound appreciation for silence.
We gotta get back to work anyway. We have that list of names for that Huxley job. But I don't know what to do with them. We should play his message.
More annoying noise.
I thought you liked chasing the detective's clues.
I am sure I would be a better detective. He is not respectable.
You don't fool me, Corbett. You're into this mystery stuff. Let's hear the message.
If the dame got this far, she'd already survived Switchblade Greg, and now she had the names of every living member of the chorus. That list was a billion-limb lottery win and an ancient curse, all rolled into one. It made her the most dangerous person in Nivalis, and the most vulnerable, too. It could make her rich, and make her worse than dead. It all just depended on how she used it, and I had a suggestion.
We should report this list to CorpSec.
Didn't you hear, Morpho? That list could make us rich, and by us, I mean me.
I know the dame thought I was just some busted robot with more than a few screws loose, but the truth was I knew all about that AI she'd be talking to. It was called Cora, and she wasn't the only one looking for it.
Cora? Like the Cora? Our friend Huxley really has lost it.
From what I'd gathered, the dame had been to Cora's sanctum before, maybe more than once.
This course of action is unwise. Traveling outside the CorpSec city jurisdiction is dangerous.
Maybe for you. CorpSec wants me dead, remember?
I do not want you dead.
Morpho, if you're going to join up with the Sec, you're going to take on all their actions and own them. What they think is what you think. You got to choose a side, man, me or them.
It is clear that I'll choose them, but I will be disappointed when you are dead.
I'm touched. Now, let's go meet this Cora. Maybe she can tell us how to turn this list of names into, like, 1 billion limbs.
What would you even do with 1 billion limbs? Spend it all on drugs?
Well, in the short term, it would pay off some of the people who are trying to kill me. It would clear me out of CorpSec debt, too. I'd even offer you a few mil to drop your dumb dream.
I would turn down such an offer.
Sure. We'll see.
Okay. 9 o'clock. I think I need to finish up here. So we're going to switch to ending. And it's not going to work.